Hello everyone, this is Briarsenal and welcome back to Greedfall. In this episode we are... I believe this is an episode where we're going to have to time kill, so a lot of this might be cut afterwards, with me just waiting around for things to happen, because I have a day or so before... thinking about it, I might have time to travel a little bit. Let's see what the journal says. 1 day and 6 hours. I believe 8-hour travel time is what we're looking at for the nearest area. So we're going to go check. There are a quadrillion things to do in this game. And we are going to do as many of them as I am able to in a playthrough. And yeah, I think we will all be satisfied with the outcome. Let's go for something along the lines of... Oh, no, we're doing Kurt's quest. Yeah, we can do Kurt's quest and that should probably spend some time. I'm glad to hear it. So anyway, let's go ahead and continue to move here. We'll bust right into the barracks.
Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency.
Captain.
Soldiers, may we be of service? I'm looking for the soldier, Rayner. Is he in the barracks?
Yeah.
I've never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene, just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue-Silver Regiment.
Wonderful.
Anything else, Excellency?
What is your charge?
Maintain order in the city, Excellency.
Wonderful.
Anything else, Excellency?
Rank and assignment, soldiers.
Recruit, first class, Blue-Silver Regiment, 8th Company, Your Excellency.
The Blue-Silver Regiment is made up of men attributed to serve the Congregation of Merchants. I'm one of them, and the 8th Company was sent to Tier for D, with 2 other companies.
Anything else, Excellency?
I'm intrigued.
That will be all.
At ease, soldiers.
So the coin guard has guards that are sent to other places as well, and not just here.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I've been looking for one of my recruits. Goes by the name of Rayner. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rayner? I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed.
Informed about what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned in the port harbour day before yesterday. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're on leave.
That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort to sully himself with drink. I don't believe it.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do.
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least now you'll see it for yourself.
You're right. Let's go.
Yeah, let's
there
go
anything
take a
else?
look.
No, thank you.
Alright, let's go investigate the morgue, which is supposedly downstairs. I am trying to remember how to... If I remember, it's like... Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Where is the thing? Not what I'm looking for. Okay, though. These are barracks. Still barracks. There we go. Now we'll head down here. Wait, is the morgue upstairs? What? No, the morgue is definitely down, right? At least that's what it says here. So, we go down. Okay. I think this is where we're supposed to go.
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
Yes,
We are here concerning the matter of recruit Rayner.
Are you family or friends?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited the lad.
I see. Well, what I can do is tell you what I can.
alright.
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought the body to me. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern, that they'd had a great deal to drink. A horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Rayner was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early morn, and they brought him to me.
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable. He was quite a young man.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he knew how to swim.
All the same, that's what happened. I greatly regret it.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in such a state.
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces. Let me see the young lad.
I regret, Captain. I cannot allow that.
Really?
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir Desade, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tiafredi. And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I say, 1,000 pardons, Excellency.
That's
I
right.
should have recognized you
Let me
and
pull
shown
rank.
more respect. It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must. But please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you.
Oh, of course not. Let me in. What's up?
This doesn't look like the body of young Rayner. This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this your recruit?
Yes, that's my Rayner. Poor kid. I should have left him with his family where he was.
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body. Is that all right?
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes. Go on.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bay, I'm telling you.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it, we'll need to find more evidence.
Alright. Is there... Oh, look! Evidence! Huh. Well, that was easy. Doctor! We've got business with you.
Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure you. The science of death is a complex art, and you are certainly not a doctor.
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your own notes? Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appears.
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes.
Oh,
I am
no.
truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever falsified a report before.
Oh.
But I was given no choice in the matter.
How's
Oh.
that? What are you talking about?
2 men, lieutenants, I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned in an accident. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the quartermaster as per usual, but the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed drowned, or else.
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that was the cause of death. I have no intention of suffering the same fate.
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your name.
My condolences, Kurt. I'm truly sorry. I know the pain of losing a crew member.
Thank you, Vasco.
Oh, I'm glad that, you know, you two have input.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
We have a situation, Manfred. Rayner didn't drown. The doctor falsified his report. He was threatened and feared for his own life.
You have to be pulling me leg. Who bullied the crowface?
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas, and who wore no regiment emblems.
Which regiment was Rayner assigned to? I would like to have a word with his commanding officer.
Let me have a look at the register. My memory isn't what it once was. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out. Oh, if I catch the bastard that did that.
What mess was the boy into, Manfred? What could this be about?
Your lad was in the 6th or maybe the 11th, before being reassigned to who knows where.
Just like that? You out of everyone have to know where the recruits are assigned.
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned all of a sudden at the drop of a hat. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments, and it's not my concern.
Something truly bizarre is going on here. I don't like this at all.
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this mysterious reassignment.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Yep.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed at these barracks, someone here must know where Rayner was assigned.
We should also go and check the tavern. Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls.
I am inclined to agree. Let's get right over there.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
And they're down. Easy peasy. Now, why we keep getting attacked? Good question. But it's alright. Hi
Good
there,
day,
boyo.
soldier.
How you doing?
Good day, my lord.
Decimating, legate of the congregation on Tier
Captain Kurt.
Oh, excuse me, Excellency. I didn't know.
It's alright.
Captain, I truly am sorry. At your service, my lord. Excellency.
You don't quite look like you've got the...
It's quite normal for a new
I
recruit.
joined up 4 months, but at the beginning we were on board ship, you see. I don't know if that really counts. I started exercises when we got to New Serene, but I'm making progress, they say.
And do you like
Alright.
it here?
I sure do. That's why I joined the Guard. To come here, to leave the continent. Know what I mean?
I do.
Anything else?
Since you know who we are, present yourself, soldier.
Yes, sir. Recruit 2nd Class Alric, Blue Silver Regiment, 11th Company. At your service. Anything
Wonderful.
else?
Do you know a recruit going by the name of Rayner?
Rayner? It's just... Excellency, please.
The boy is terrified now that he knows who we are. So long as he's in that state, he'll say nothing of worth. You should bring him a bottle to calm his nerves.
That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Sure. Easy peasy.
What can I pour for you?
A bottle of brandy.
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. But be careful. She's got a strong bite. At your service, my lord. Excellency.
Drink this.
Here. You seem tired and a little on edge. A drink would do you some good.
It's just that I don't know if I'm allowed.
You're on leave, or you wouldn't be at the tavern. And why not?
Yes, but this is His Excellency's own bottle. I don't know if I can.
Drink, I tell you.
Now then, why don't you tell us what you know about Rainer?
Well, I didn't serve with him. Well, not really. We just crossed paths. He was leaving the 11th when I joined. Everyone said he was good, strong, and, followed orders. And then, poof. Lieutenant got this order, and he wasn't happy. And I mean really quite unhappy. And then Rainer, he was gone. We never saw him again. We asked where he'd been sent, but the lieutenant didn't want to tell us. Said that it was none of our business. But
Okay.
you, he won't be able to say no to you. You should go and offer him a drink too.
Where can we find your lieutenant?
At the barracks.
Thank you. And watch yourself when leaving. Wouldn't want you to fall into the bay. That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Alright. Easy peasy. We got everything that we needed. I have apparently failed a lot of things that I guess I could have done. Hello there.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Could you tell me which company you serve?
The 11th, Excellency. Anything else?
Sure, what's your assignment?
The 11th is assigned to road and outpost security for the congregation on the island. As for me, I'm responsible for the training of recruits and the patrol duty roster. Anything else?
Yeah, just one last thing.
We are concerned about the death of a young recruit named Rainer.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Rainer belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your command. So just stop with the lies. We've lost enough time here.
You know what they say? Guard business is well guarded.
And concerns only the guard. Now, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain in front of you.
Yeah.
I know. But this story is dangerous, Captain.
If you have so much as an ounce of respect for the boy, speak to us. Don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes, of course. But you have no idea what's been going on here. If word got round that I've been talking, come back after sundown, when there's fewer folk.
Very well. We'll be back.
Anything else?
Alright.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
Your crew has the scurvy, Kurt, and they're dying from fear.
I must agree, sailor. But I don't like it one bit.
So, we wait for sundown. Man, there is a lot of waiting involved. What else can I do? Since everything else involves me waiting. We might just cut. I will cut if we do not see anything interesting in this direction. Whoa, what? An accommodation is available to you in the main cities of the different nations. There you will find a crafting table, storage chest, and my companions. I can rest and travel from this place. Neat! Now, when you say rest, does that mean I can pass time here? Is this how that works? Like, say until nighttime? It worked! Whoa. Yeah, let's go talk to him now. Because it's nighttime now. Okay, cool. So there's a time passing mechanic. I just have to go to a residence that can apparently I have an accommodation in most cities. Excuse me? Alright. Let's see. Just so you guys know, there was not
We are quite
anything
alone now. You may speak to us.
important
Rayner was indeed
down
a
those
member
paths.
of my company, and an excellent recruit. But you already know that.
Continue.
One morning, I got a note telling me he'd been transferred from my company. He'd received a new assignment. I was so furious that I did my own little investigation to see where he'd been sent. It wasn't easy. No one wanted to give me answers. No one seemed to know anything. But one thing's for certain. Rayner wasn't the only man to have disappeared. I learned that a good many recruits, all the cream of the crop, had been reassigned. And finally, I learned about the existence of a phantom regiment.
What sort of nonsense are you talking about?
A sort of secret, elite company that were following a special training program.
Where can we find them?
I've no idea. I had to put my investigation to rest. Things were getting dangerous. I began to sense I was being watched. This regiment protects its secrets at all costs with few scruples. If you want to know more, the training officer of the 6th might know something. It's been said that he took part in one of their missions, alongside them.
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this infamous secret regiment?
I've told you
Interesting.
everything I know, at the risk of ending up like Rayner, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more. And leave me alone now.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
Okay. Alright, so now we gotta learn about Call of Duty Ghost, which is a video game. I think that's the mission here. I could be wrong. But let's be honest. It's the most plausible explanation that we have. Boy.
Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
And what's your
To where
assignment?
are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony of the Congregation of Merchants on the island. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas, in direct contact with the natives. But don't worry, we respect to the letter Congregation directives and standing orders. We
Wonderful.
avoid all confrontation with them as much as possible.
Fantastic.
Anything else?
And what do you know about the
Tell me about
ghosts?
the Phantom Regiment.
About what?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have no idea what you're talking about, Your Excellency.
Tell me about Danny Phantom.
Come now, Lieutenant. You do realize that the activities of this regiment are particularly suspicious. Secrets, threats, fabrications, and maybe even an assassination. This resembles more the pursuits of a criminal organization than the Honorable Coin Guard. Am I to conclude that you are involved?
Of course, Excellency. This regiment doesn't exist. It must be some sort of rumor. Just some...
Mm-hmm. Or I can pass a bribe, but let's allow Kurt
Are you
to
certain
speak.
you don't know where this Phantom Regiment camp can be found?
Absolutely certain. And to be honest, I hope I never hear about this matter again.
Rayner was one of my recruits, Lieutenant. A young man that I admired. He was killed. His death was disguised. We've been lied to time and time again. Thanks to my friend, we finally learned that the boy had rejoined the Phantom Regiment. And so now, you're gonna tell me all you know without being a weasel about it. Trust me, you don't want me to lose my nerve.
But, Captain,
Now!
I've seen the regiment.
Yeah.
Even fought beside them on an operation. On that occasion, our marching orders were kept secret until the last minute. We were asked to remove our regiment emblems. And our pay wasn't even recorded. And of course, We were ordered to speak to no one about it under any circumstances. I hope you realize the risk I'm taking, talking to you about all this.
Have no fear. We understand. What was this operation?
An attack. A lightning strike. On a caravan from the Bridge Alliance.
Marvelous. A company that behaves like back-alley bandits.
I know. It really shakes up the honor code. The regiment is made up of young recruits, carefully chosen. Only the best make it through. The training is extremely arduous. And my guess is that Raynor isn't the only one who's died from it. I know that they set up camp just outside the city, where the men live and train. But I'd be at a loss to tell you precisely where it's found. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
This
All
story
right.
is making me sick. Poor Raynor. If I'd have known, I'd never have recruited him.
I'm sorry, Kurt.
This isn't your doing. But these filthy phantoms, or whatever they are gonna have to settle the debt. Believe me.
I believe
do
you.
realize that your own commander is certainly involved in this on some level. Outright clandestine operations could not have taken place without his approval.
That he's aware of the existence of the regiment, there is no doubt. That he approves of what they're doing. It wouldn't be the first head that didn't know what his hands were up to.
What do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna find the location of this camp. I have a few friends that can certainly help us. And
All
when I
right.
know where to smoke out these bastards, I'll go and have a few fiery words. If you were of a mind to accompany me, 2 of us would not be too many to make sure they settle their debts.
Let
Sure.
me know when you discover where they are to be found.
You can count on me.
Okay. Nice. Ow, that was my ears. That was my many... I was about to say my many years, but that sounds weird. That's something we're going to want to get. But now we have blades, which means we'll be able to actually equip a sword. Yeah, there we go. Not a lot of stun to it because it's a rapier, but I like it anyway. These are pretty good. Alright, not a lot of helpful things here. So we have to progress in the main quest for that to do anything. And we have to wait 10 hours and 49 minutes. What else do we unlock? Ooh, attributes. Do we go with more mental power or more... Let's go with more willpower. Being able to cast a lot of magic is incredibly helpful to us. The more magic that we can cast, the better. And we'll have the best magical powers that this or any other world has ever seen. And as soon as we can find our way out...
Hello. We've not yet been
I've heard of you. Captain Ulrich. I manage this barracks. What can I do for you, Your Excellency?
Nothing.
I'll leave you to your work, Captain.
I didn't even mean to talk to you. Apologize about that. Alright. I'm trying to remember... Where do I leave? It's this door, right? No. It's not that door. It's not that door at all. How do I leave this place? Oh dear. Wait. Is it here? Yeah, it's gotta be. Freedom. Whew. Wait, no. Let me out of here. Alright. So, now that we know how to pass time, let's just do that. Where is my residence? If I remember correctly, I'll head toward Dorsey Square. or Orsay Square. Whoops, my bad. And right over here, right next to the palace, is my own little place. Hi, how's it going? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to compose our team. Kurt, you're out for the moment. We'll ag you in. We'll confirm things. We will rest until dusk. Oh, I don't want to do that just yet. Sorry about that, Vasco, but... let's go back 2 days later. It's time for us to catch these folk. Right. Let's sprint down here.
You'll find all you need in our selection, whatever.
Yep.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking?
So, did they take the bait?
Yes, Your Excellency. And I am very happy to see you. One of them came to the shop yesterday. He gave me 24 hours to raise the money required, which means that the entire gang could appear any minute now.
Perfect. I'll hide and wait for their arrival.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Quick. Enter stealth.
You have what we're looking for, my good friend. Our man with the silver coin is not known for his patience.
Well, I moved heaven and earth to collect the sum, but alas, I ran out of time.
More fool you if you think Egon will be satisfied with your sorry excuses.
Oh.
You know what happens to those who refuse to pay.
Leave this man alone at once. You're under arrest.
We'll see about that. And who will stop us? We are the guard.
You're nothing but bandits in disguise. Yield without a fuss and you'll have the right to a trial.
Really? And then it'll be the gallows. Do you think we're pushovers?
Yes.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Ow.
See if you can ward off this fate.
Ooh. Did he just two-shot me? Ouch. Well, that was painful. I'm blasting away, taking down guy after guy. And this guy has the time to pull out his gun, aim, and fire. Oh, man. Alright. Ugh. Okay, first off. Take Kurt off the team. Add Ciara to the team. Confirm the team. I will offer Vasco my help here in a minute, though. There's a lot of things that need doing.
Come closer.
I wonder if this time-lapse thing has consequences, though. Like, the more time that passes here, the more people that died to the plague back in
Welcome.
Old Serene.
It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen any?
So?
Yes. He gave me. Which means.
Perfect.
Thank you for your visit.
All right.
See you soon. Welcome. Have you? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Yeah.
I hope you.
Well,
you
Leave this man alone.
will.
Yield.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
I'm eternally
Easily.
grateful, Your Excellency. You saved my trade. And my life.
Stay alert. Their leader was obviously not present.
I heard about the man with the silver coin, but this is the first time they told me his name.
If they let him escape, it's only because they were thinking of killing you.
I beg you, find this Egon and stop him. None of us will be safe as long as he's free.
Agreed.
Don't worry. I don't intend to let him go.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's
Alright.
We must find this Egon. At the barracks, perhaps.
You'll find all you need.
The silver coin is probably a better lead.
You're probably right.
Come closer, good people. The cure is right.
Good old silver coin.
So, men, how's it going?
Everything's fine, Lieutenant.
Nothing to report. All our friends are quiet.
Perfectly quiet. As soon as they hear about a silver coin, they start trembling.
Good. It would be a shame to have to make another example of them, right?
Oh, there's no need, Lieutenant. They've been as sweet as lambs since Renault's accident.
Accidents happen so quickly.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
waiting for another delivery today. Have you seen your comrades?
No, they must have stopped at the tavern on the way. As soon as we see them, we'll send them your way, Lieutenant.
I hope those idiots aren't drinking my dew.
No one would dare do that to you, Lieutenant.
I hope not. Or I'll have to remind them that the silver coin can shake everyone, even the guards. Well, I'll lead you. I have urgent
Interesting.
business to attend to. Now, don't forget to send me those drunkards.
Farewell, Lieutenant.
There's no doubt. Here is our man. Let's follow him discreetly.
Yeah. Discreet. Like this. Look at how discreet we are.
Who are you? You're following me?
Indeed. We would like to talk to you about the silver coin, Egon. It's now or never.
Whoops. Well, we didn't really follow him, but that's okay.
Egon? You must be mistaken. I don't know anyone by that name.
Do not take us for fools. We heard you speak with your men.
I don't know what you've heard, but you're wrong. I'm not Egon.
Regardless, you are implicated in a murder and in the extortion of merchants. You are therefore under arrest. And we will finish by having you tell us who Egon is and where to find him.
Oh yes, we'll see about that.
That we will.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic here. Drink a potion.
So, have you finally decided to follow us?
So you can torture me. You can do whatever you want. I'll not tell you anything.
Oh?
I don't know who Egon is. I'm just a middleman. You're wasting your time.
You must know more than you're willing to say. Come on!
I'd rather die.
Then so you shall.
The silver coin. His symbol of recognition. I have to show it to Manfred.
Interesting. Alright. Well, they're all taken care of.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
I'm fine. Look at that. That excellent sword to magic play. It's wondrous. I'm just blasting them until I've got no more blasting left. And then I stab them real good with my flaming rapier. It's amazing what you can do.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Alright.
I conducted my investigation on the extortion organized by members of the Guard. I think I put an end to it, at least temporarily. Unfortunately, I had to kill some of them as they were about to attack a merchant. But there are still some other soldiers involved that I should tell you about.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will have these men arrested immediately. These foolish brutes not only harm your merchants, but the entire reputation of the Guard.
Agreed.
But you said you've only put an end to it temporarily. What makes you think this criminality might resume?
Their leader is still on the loose. They call him Egon, although I doubt it's his real name. I got hold of one of his lieutenants. He was carrying a silver coin, which seems to be a symbol of recognition between the gang members. But the man preferred to die rather than tell us anything about his leader.
Loyalty? Or terror?
Terror, I fear. From the merchants to the guards, everyone seems to tremble in front of this Egon.
I don't know any guard of that name. But as you said, it's probably a pseudonym. Here,
More
Your
likely.
Excellency. Take this. On behalf of the Guard, to thank you for settling this case. And rest assured that I will conduct a thorough investigation on my side. I'll
Good.
also make sure that in future the City Guard is made up only of men of trust.
Thank you.
I mean, the
return to
coin
see how your
guards seem to
investigation
be,
is going. I don't take this matter lightly.
Is there
seem
anything
to
else?
have a lot of problems.
No, thank you.
And it makes me wonder how many of all the factions have these sort of problems. Let's see, what other side quests do we got? We're not winning that third challenge anytime soon. We can look for all these things for Mr. Corsillon. Let's see. Alright, Vasco, what's up?
Desarde, I'd like to know more about my family. I need to know what became of them. Could you accompany me to see Lady Morange? I'm afraid that without you, she may refuse to give me any information.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, Vasco. Let's go see Lady Lorraine Morange.
Yeah, let's go do that. We'll just pop on in.
Let's poison on my blade, and let's go! Potion if you want to cast more spells.
I'm fine with the spells that I can cast. I practically just took all three of those guys by myself. I am carrying too much weight to sprint. Well, lucky me, there are merchants literally everywhere. But since I am not that far from my destination, I will continue to walk. And what we will do is probably have this conversation, and we will end off this episode. That way,
Good day,
I
Lady
can
Morange.
do everything that needs to be done.
Of course. Sir de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
Yeah, yes, you could.
We would like to have some information regarding an important family, the Darcys.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I suppose that you want to know something in particular?
Are there any members of this family on the island?
Indeed, Bastien Darcy, the son of the family, has been in New Serene for some time. Last I heard about it, he was doing business, but that doesn't help in knowing where he is. The Darcys' first attempt at establishing themselves on this island wasn't very fruitful, but I seem to recall that since then the son has found a competent associate who's been working here for a long time.
Perfect. Could you tell us where to find her?
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the warehouses on the port. That's where she normally is. I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Don't worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in some business discussions. We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about them to form an opinion.
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is a poor business partner.
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better for you to form your own opinion.
Well, thank you for your help, madam.
Can I help you with any other matter?
No, thank you so much.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Alright, the game's starting to pick up a little bit. And that is where we will continue in the next episode. So anyway, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in with me. This has been Briarsenal, and I hope you all have a great day.